Hello everybody. Today May the 23rd and we're gonna tell the pen story. I've been very lazy to be honest to tell the pen story. I keep making a skip that I am so busy and I'm gonna tell it later, but then when it goes toward the end of the night, I'm so tired that I'm like, I totally forgot about it. So yes, so just let doing it now, okay? Let's get started. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I'm gonna wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So we're going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or chewing toy. It becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like you see Michael Roche apply the emptiness into his business. I was able to build business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table when there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. We come back to true self and we call it the emptiness. However, because it has the emptiness, it also has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on on what or who is looking at this at the very moment. So for instance, when there's no one inside the room, this is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and look at this becomes a pen. When the dog come back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room and look at this becomes two things. A pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it is almost nothing. But it also can become anything or anyone, okay, depending on how we look at this. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what have been planned, for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as the pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Okay. Now we all agree this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna try to think this one become a diamond. Okay. So please play with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? They all said inside our mind, but the actions which requires come on. When we see something, the search inside our mind open up and cover this and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. So who planted those seed into my mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this pen will open up. And both me and my friend will see it and it start the remark in my mind. A couple of days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen is already planted into my mind. When I pop up, open up, and cover this, and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. So we're gonna go into the reverse order, okay? So the fourth lesson is how to create or manifest our dream life. But first, knowing what we want to do in our life, and the second, what we want to do to achieve in our life, and the second, if we start planting those seeds into our life using our word, our action, our thoughts to other people, helping other people to get the seed. So for instance, if I want to have a happiness, I'm going to use my word, my action, my thought, and my thought helping other people to be happier. If I want to have prosperity, then I'm going to use my word, my action, my thought, helping other people to get more prosperity. And if I want to have happiness, more a bit healthy, to be more healthy, then I'm going to use my word, my action, my thought, helping other people to get healthier. And just like that, whatever that I plant into my mind, it's gonna come and become my future, right? So that leads us to a very important lesson that our current word, our current thoughts, our current action is what actually gonna dictate our future life. And that also leads us to the third lesson, which is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to what happened to us because we are the only one who can plan the seed using our work, our action, our thoughts. So we are the one who dictate our life. So just remember, you are the one who will dictate your future, no one else. And the second lesson is that along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everything or everyone. So wow, you and trust the potential, whatever happened to you. And when we know that we be happy. We be happy in every circumstance, whatever happened, whatever it is. We know that there's also an opportunity in that. That might be challenging, but there is the opportunity. Either it's going to be an opportunity to grow, or it's going to be an opportunity to learn, or it's going to be a success. So whichever way it's still some good thing for you from any kind of experience. And that's what I'm trying to see every day. And the first lesson is both correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And this really a lesson that I think I need to learn every single day. And when I tell this, I will recite in myself, the teaching of Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh is that, understanding is the root of happiness. And no, understanding is the root of love. And love is actually being able to love will carry you to enlightenment, which is to be happy. And this is the path that Buddha has been going according to Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh. And I really like that mentality, we are all trying to be happier, to go to enlighten. And it's not, yeah, chị. Dạ. Đi bộ chị hả? Couldn't end it right here now. My supervisor just asked me to go to walk with her, and I think it's good. So it's the lesson that we do for our health, right? So thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you everyone thank you everyone for accompanying me in the 2000-day journey. And if I may share with you a pen story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my Joe's family, to my friends, to my coworker, and to my family. Have a good day. Bye bye, everyone.